Well, what's happening this week in New South Wales harness racing? Plenty, of course. What we are releasing this week is it's the start of the new selection policy for fields, and that's based on the length of time between starts. So keep an eye on that. That's from the fields drawn today. But also today, new trial policy. The trial policy basically reverts back to what we had pre the introduction of a bit of a restriction, so that you can nominate your horses, you can start your horses, but the officials and yourselves must be carefully looking at social distancing and the personal hygiene, with the being clean with the sanitisers and washing your hands at all times. So that's a little bit of a relief coming out of the COVID-19 protocols. Also, what's happening, it's their last chance for horses to really get fit and ready for the regional championships. They start next week, and I wish all the best to all those trainers, all those owners who have a horse with the potential to compete in these championship heats and also to go on and maybe make the rich $100,000 finals. A special mention must go out to the clubs in the Riverina, led by Wagga, but joined by all the other clubs, Leeton, Coolaman, Junee, Temora, West Wyalong. They've all chipped in to put on an additional race meeting. When I say they've chipped in, they are actually supplying the prize money. Harness Racing New South Wales, of course, will do its bit by complementing that program with operational issues. And of course, as we know, the operational cost for meetings is big, as is the prize money. So whilst the prize money for this meeting won't be the standard, it certainly gives an opportunity in the Riverina to conduct that meeting. In our highlights of the week section, a big week we've had for Brad Hewitt, Blake Fitzpatrick, Tommy Ison, of course Roy Rich Jr., Craig Cross and Luke McCarthy. Their week keeps going on, but it's been a really good week all round for harness racing. We've seen race meetings where there have been doubles. At Bathurst, Peter Trevor Jones and Nathan Hurst scored doubles, so it was a big week all round, and the winners were spread far and wide. Performances that are worth noting: Grant Forrest winning, training the winner of at Menangle, $71 chance in Eratogena, driven by Cameron Hart. The treble by Roy Roots at Tamworth for Windown Stud won. They were the owners of two of those horses. Tommy Ison certainly joined in there. And at Wagga, 7 different winners at that meeting. Ellen Bartley had a double, the only one that spoiled the clean sheet of different winners for every race. But the absolute highlight of the week would have been for the Old Master, DJ Binskin, with Scenic Sky at Menangle last Saturday night, in the closest of finishes, getting up with that horse at 101-1. So, DJ, you've still got it. We knew you never lost it, so congratulations there. In closing this week, it's been a sad week. Early last week, we lost Donnie INWOOD. Donnie was an absolute stalwart of the Wagga Harness Racing Club. To his wife, Linda, to all his friends and to the club, our sincere condolences on behalf of the entire industry. He was very well known, well loved and very much appreciated in the Riverina. But on Friday afternoon we learnt of the passing of the Iceman, the driver's driver, Gavin Lang. A lengthy battle with cancer. Finally Gavin succumbed to that, but for a man, he drove over 6,300 winners, $50 million in stakes. On behalf of the New South Wales harness racing fraternity, the industry, my sincere condolences are passed to Megan, his wife, his daughters Courtney and Danielle, his father Graham Lang, another champion trainer driver, to his brother Chris and his legion of friends. May you rest in peace, Gavin Lang, at that harness racing track in the sky with all the other great champions of our sport. That's it for the blog this week. More will come out next week as the board members of Harness Racing New South Wales and the management, working with the industry, look to the future to ensure that we have sustainability in these very tough times of the coronavirus. It's affecting all of the society in Australia. It's affecting harness racing, but bear with us, and we'll be taking you to the best possible position we can going forward.